So it's a little weird.
Action. But man, we gotta talk about,
We got a couple great topics today.
hey yo,
We have a remontada from a different type of team.
remontada de Barcelona.
We got to talk about a little bit of what the remontada repercussions have come with, which is a little crazy on that. And then a couple players key players that scored today as well. I think we're gonna start off real quick.
Today.
Not today, but last weekend.
Saturday.
But
today's Monday. So it's on Monday.
We'll start off real quick just to bring in quickly. A remontada did not happen from Real Madrid, but what happened? The repercussions of what that came about. Number one, Carlo Ancelotti right off the bat out. He's trending, bro.
Yeah, he's trending right now on Twitter and Instagram, on all social media platforms. I mean, personally for me, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not even a bad trend. It's like, I don't know who's saying it. We're going to be honest. Not that necessarily I want him out, but it's like, I think we want to change now.
Yeah, like,
we need a different dynamic.
Unfortunately, bro, when you're at a team like Real Madrid, if you don't win, bro, if you don't win, you can lose La Liga every single season.
Yeah.
But you see, once you lose that Champions League, bro,
the world's falling for Real Madrid again. So that just means Carlo Ancelotti has
it's not confirmed yet, but it looks like he's gonna be leaving. And obviously, like I said in the last episode, I think they're gonna go and get Xabi Alonso. And according to Fabrizio, Bayer Leverkusen will not stand in his way. They'll allow him to go.
Yeah.
But I assume they're probably going to get some kind of compensation for him. We've seen this so many times where, Chelsea paid Brighton a fee for Graham Potter. Like, this always happens. Like, managers, and if you guys are soccer fans and you did not know this, managers, just like players, some of the top, especially the top managers, they have release clauses in their contract. It's not as high as players. Like it's probably like a cool 10, 15, 25 mil. But the coaches do have release clauses in their contract, just like players.
And Xabi Alonso is one of those guys as of right now. I think so. Has CEO from Leverkusen, El Señor Caro, said, we have a gentleman's agreement with Xabi Alonso for an exit. If a team which Xavi has played comes to ask for him, we could not prevent him.
Yeah, bro. And this is the
that's actually kind of cool.
That he was smart because Xabi Alonso and his agents knew if I can do something at Bayer Leverkusen, which he did, he won the league last year over the favorites in Bayern Munich. He knew. Listen, if I can do a job at Bayer Leverkusen, I know a club like Real Madrid is going to come call eventually. I used to play for them, won a couple of Champions Leagues with them as well.
Yeah, I mean,
that was very, very smart from him and his agent.
Xavi's always been very smart with his moves. And then another one that just follows up right that Xavi's future has to be decided in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and we have a very good future with Real Madrid since a long time. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. They always the door was open for Real Madrid.
This has always been a lingering thing.
Exactly. There you go.
I'm pretty sure for the past 2 years, Xabi Alonso has been linked with the managerial job at Real Madrid, and I mean, I think it would be the perfect fit. I feel like it would kind of be. It would kind of be like at least I hope for Real Madrid fans. I hate y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I hope for you guys it would be kind of like a Zinedine Zidane thing where he comes back, wins Champions League trophies. You know what I mean?
And again, he's now taking in a younger Real Madrid, which is okay because at Bayer Leverkusen he has that a little bit right there.
Yeah, and this would be interesting too because why? Xabi Alonso, if I'm not mistaken, he plays a 3-4-3 formation. If I'm not mistaken,
I have it right here because these guys were talking about it.
He plays a 3-4-3. So how does Real Madrid line up? I mean, you're probably gonna have Rudiger on the left side, Militao in the middle, and then who's gonna be that? And then Asensio on the right back. I mean, right now, based off of what I'm seeing right now with Real Madrid's team, it's probably gonna be. And let me know if I'm wrong. Rudiger, Militao. When he comes back from injury, Asensio, back 3.
And then who do you have in the middle?
Back 4 is probably going to be, maybe you can put Trent out there.
They had him out there.
Maybe you could put Trent, maybe Valverde and Camavinga, or a Tchouaméni and Camavinga, or a Tchouaméni and Valverde. Or you can even argue you could put Valverde in the right midfield position. In the left midfield position, you would have... Wow, this is hard.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where does Bellingham go? Because obviously the front three is going to be Mbappe, Rodrigo, and Vinicius. So where does Bellingham go?
And I think that's where it becomes a little different, where he may have to structure it a little differently, right? I mean, we have a couple different scenarios here that, some of our boys put together, but they don't have. What I've been seeing is that they don't have Rodrigo in that position. He's out.
Does Jude step up into one of those? Wow,
that's
crazy.
Bro.
Real Madrid, it would be bro, I swear to God, Real Madrid, it would be a huge mistake if you sell Rodrigo. He is definitely the most underrated player.
Yeah,
in the world right now. No doubt about it.
And if Real Madrid sells him.
Well, let me go set real quick.
Then Real Madrid sold, right? You see that happen. It's like there's no way that can happen because then we would throw everything. It would just not work out. But from the different scenarios that shout out to our boys giving us a little couple ideas on that.
Bro, there's no way. Yeah, shout out to the boys in the chat, man.
They take out completely. Rodrigo.
Damn,
and they only have.
Hey, listen, Man City, Pep Guardiola, come get him right now. Pep Guardiola, right now, hit Real Madrid's line. Get yourself Rodrigo because I'm telling you right now, Real Madrid would be dumb to sell this guy.
In a way, they did it is Mbappe on top, Bellingham on the right, and Vinny on the left.
Bro,
and
wow.
Then now you have. But that's like a triangle, right? You give them like that.
Yeah, because it's basically the same formation that Manchester United is playing right now, and that's a formation that Xabi Alonso plays. So I guess you would have Rudiger, Militao, Asensio, Camavinga, Valverde, Trent on the right side. On the left side, we could have probably a Fran Garcia or whoever, Ferland Mendy, whoever they bring in as a left back, right?
Yep.
And then Bellingham on the right side, Vinicius on the left side, and Mbappe up top.
But the thing is, it sucks because you do have to have Jude Bellingham on top because you take away, if you put him where Camavinga is, take away that offensive attack from him.
Exactly.
So it's like, but he's offensively.
Bellingham can do the hard work too. I think he could be like a 8 as well. Sometimes he'll probably jump in. But hey, that's crazy, bro. Rodrigo might actually lose his place in the team. That's wild.
You think about it, right? And Thierry Henry and Jude Bellingham really love Rodrigo, but you got to think about it. If you see the game against Arsenal, Thierry Henry said specifically Jude Bellingham was killing himself left and right, back and forward, everything, but he just wasn't able to produce because he's working. He's not supposed to be that workhorse.
That's crazy. Hey, some things might have to shake up at Real Madrid. It's looking, damn, bro. Hey, yo, Man City, bro.
You may have
Man City fans, start a petition, a petition, bro.
Here.
This is the summer you guys get Rodrigo because this is a perfect opportunity, bro.
And if it comes down to if there's any slight disagreement with Rodrigo and Real Madrid, he's gone. Yeah, I can tell you right now, he's gone.
Yeah, bro.
But he's gonna be a pretty penny though.
He's gonna be a pretty. He's probably like a cool 60, 70 mil.
I think a little more.
No. He's not
100 mil.
Listen, he's not 100 mil player.
He's not 100 mil.
Oh, bro, Rodrigo. I'm sorry.
How much is he? Give us in the comments.
Rodrigo. I rate you highly, bro. But listen, and let me know in the comments if I'm crazy for saying this. But Rodrigo is not a $100 million player, bro.
Oh man, that's tough. Man, I don't think
he's not a $100 million player.
He's a Champions League winner, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I was about another 100 pounds.
He's not a $100 million player. I'm not hearing that. Listen. He's good, but he's not $100 million good.
I hope to see like the numbers on it. I hope he should be up. I mean, then
he's up there, but like not 100 mil.
Then we'd be just disregarding him again.
Nah. Justifiably 100 mil, I wouldn't say so. Hey, but at the end of the day, man, obviously Xabi Alonso coming in, that would mean that Carlo Ancelotti would have to find himself a job. And word is, just like Xabi Alonso has been linked to a job for 2 years, Carlo Ancelotti has been recently linked with the Brazil job.
And very closely linked.
Brazil, if you have seen anything in the last World Cup qualifying games where Brazil has been taking the L, I mean, they got smacked up by Argentina the other day. They definitely need a coach.
They definitely need a coach, and Carlo Ancelotti has 3 of them. I think you have Rodrigo, Vinny, and then you have Endrick, and then you have Militao.
Militao's going to be in the team as well.
All these guys in one, he has a 5 squad already. I mean, he can be a very good contender because he knows the team, almost half the starters already in there. But ups to him. Hopefully, see what happens.
Bro, listen, man. This would be the perfect exchange. Xabi Alonso goes to Real Madrid, and Carlo Ancelotti, Brazil get the guy that they've been chasing for a long time. But hey, let us know what y'all think about that. Obviously that would be crazy. A 3-4 Real Madrid playing a three at the back formation is gonna be something different. It's the first time in ever. I don't even think I've ever seen Real Madrid
is maybe ready for it because just going right into the next game, which they actually just played. It was Real Madrid against Atletico Club.
Athletic Bilbao.
They actually, which is barely winning.
Bro, they did some Real Madrid stuff.
90 plus 3 minutes.
I'm telling you, bro. They wait until the last minute.
And who scored it? A unit.
Federico
Valverde. And he scored not just a regular. As always, he scores a banger.
Bro, I saw that, like, half volley. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? When you're watching the game, like, obviously the way how ESPN shows it, you're only seeing one angle. Bro, I saw a fan's angle from right behind where Valverde, bro.
It was nasty.
Bro. Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. It looked like Paul Pogba's goal.
Oh, like that Paul with the Juve.
Bro, when he was at Juve wearing number 6, bro. That's how that goal looked. Obviously, a more acute angle. Yeah. But, like, bro, he, like, got up and over the ball and struck it, like, bro, with a swaz.
Dash,
man.
Another guy we just want more offensively. So I would love to see him back in that midfield.
And this is another player because of all the Galacticos that Real Madrid have. He has to settle for a right back role right now.
And as we always spoke about him before, very, very highly, he's a player that every coach wants.
Yeah, bro. Utility, bro. Utility.
He is the best to have, and he does it very well.
I genuinely think that Fede Valverde can play any position on the pitch.
I agree.
Center back, right back, left back, center mid, center defensive mid, center attacking mid, right wing. The only position I have never seen him play is striker. And I swear, he might get you a hat trick, bro.
Yeah, the good thing is, like I said, we said before, is that Alexander Trent may be going to that right side.
Yeah, Trent, yeah.
But that also means that he also put himself on the scoreboard against Leicester City. 1-0.
Took his shirt off and he put his
78th minute.
He put his jersey on the flag. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what that means. That means I'm going to Real Madrid and y'all ain't stopping me. That's what that means.
Yeah, he's pretty much saying I'm going to hang up my shirt right here. Y'all come get it.
But, bro, he got subbed on for Szoboszlai.
Oh, yeah.
And,
sub on and score.
I think it was like 10 or so minutes left to go in the game. Absolutely smacked it with his left foot. And guess what? That was his first left-footed goal of his career.
Whoa, that's fucking crazy.
Bro, that's crazy. And he smacked... we know Trent can hit a ball, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he can hit a ball, but, like, with your left, like that, across body, tough.
That was it was a clean shot, too. Nobody got in front of it.
It had to be him, bro.
It had to be.
And guess what? Liverpool is one step closer to the Premier League title.
Yes, I think they're...
Because of who? The man who's leaving on free. Because I'm not trying to hear this, I'm staying. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Even Virgil van Dijk, they asked Virgil van Dijk, he was like, listen, man, we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, they know. They probably had, little boy conversations. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Real Madrid in the summer.
They'll tell nobody.
Obviously, you got to keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? What's not your business is not your business to be told. You know what I'm saying? So they probably have some, you know what I'm saying? They probably know he's already leaving.
Yeah.
But bro, what a game to score! I mean, obviously Leicester City, and they also relegated Leicester City that same day. So now Leicester City is already relegated.
That's crazy to
the championship. And speaking about relegation, Burnley and if I'm not mistaken, Burnley and Leeds United have secured promotion today on Monday back into the Premier League.
So
Leeds
4-1,
and Leeds and Burnley are back in the Premier League.
That's good to see. Good teams, and I think
it's
very well.
It's called gravity. What goes down, what goes up must come down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What goes down.
I mean, a team that held up very well. Norwich, Forest, not Forest, doing very well, still hanging up. Not where
Forest actually beat. They actually beat Tottenham today 2-0.
There you go,
bro. Nottingham Forest is the truth, bro. I'm telling you, they have a lot of money too. They low-key have a lot of money,
and then they
got some sleeping money there.
Then you have Wolves beating Man United.
Wolves beating Man United.
It's 1-0. With
Chelsea coming back against Fulham 2-1. 2-1. And speaking about Chelsea, apparently there was a clause in Jadon Sancho's contract because obviously we signed him on loan where if Chelsea finishes a certain position in the league, we are obligated to buy him.
Yeah.
Reports are that, you know what I'm saying, we actually negotiated that fee down from 25 mil to 15 million. Now, honestly, bro, I don't care what kind of form Sancho's in. If we can get him for 15 million pounds, bro, that's a steal, bro. Because I know at some point, and I know Manchester United fans always thought this, it's gonna click for Sancho, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
like,
the guy's a baller.
like he's a baller, bro. But he's
you put him in a good setting, he does well for him, and we've seen him ball out at Borussia.
But hey, listen, man, I would take him at Chelsea. Like, you know what I'm saying, we know how players' careers go whenever they leave Man United, so maybe we might just be that good luck charm for him. Yeah. But let me know in the comments, Chelsea fans, seeing that we have this obligation to buy him now, should we buy him for 15 mil, or should we send him back to Manchester United and pay them 5 mil? Because keeping in mind,
5 mil's not that too.
I mean, if what the thing is,
they'd be taking him for 5 mil is cheap too.
Yeah, but the thing is, no. What I'm saying is, if we send him back to Manchester United, we have to pay Manchester United 5 million. It would make no sense. We might as well buy the guy for 15 mil rather than take 5 mil and give it to Manchester. Yeah. But hey, that's just my thought on it. Let me know what y'all think about
Chelsea
that in the
fans,
comments.
come off. Let's see what you guys got.
Yeah. Arsenal also spanked Ipswich.
The Gunners make it 4. Yeah. I think Martinelli trusted again, and this other guy right here.
All I gotta say, bro, Martinelli is moving techie right now, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he's moving like a madman, bro. This is
they come from a W, so
this is the Martin. Like, bro, I didn't even bro, that goal he scored against Real Madrid.
Yeah,
bro, that sprint in the 90th minute
on the left side to the front. Crazy. That guy had wind because again they were sitting the whole time. They decided to attack, and then he fucking ball.
I know, but you're talking about he went up against Fran Garcia, who was a substitute, and he's fast. Him. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Bro, I'm just saying,
he's
bro. Like,
balling out.
Martinelli is looking like Martinelli went of 2 years ago when Arsenal won the league, bro.
Yeah, and they're on the roll right now with 4-0 against Ipswich, but I mean, it's
the Premier League title is over. Don't even dream.
But that's,
you know what I'm saying? Don't even Arsenal fans. No,
I guess that's it.
You and the Premier League title this year does not go in the same sentence, all right?
For sure not, maybe.
And we're gonna see what happens against PSG. But hey,
we'll leave that for the next video.
we got about 8 days until that game. So
Manchester United mathematically also can't get relegated. By the way, I just saw that as well.
Bro, that just shows you the state that Man United is in. The fact that they're saying that mathematically, like now we have to say mathematically
they can't get out.
They can't get relegated is absolutely wild to me. Like that's crazy. But hey,
we someone that we know that's not going to get relegated anytime soon and very close to the Champions League W is Barcelona.
Yeah, we did a remontada.
They actually did the remontada, not like Real Madrid, but they got it. They were down.
Bro, we were down 3-1. We were down 3-1, bro.
3-1 that game.
3-1, bro.
And let it be 4-3 at the end of the game. Bro. How? I don't know, but you guys had Ferran Torres.
Rafinha heard the call, answered.
Let it be. Ferran Torres, as always, is scoring.
Well, I think Lewandowski is hurt.
Yeah, he got like
apparently he, according to Fabrizio, he might not make the first leg of the Inter game. Which means that Ferran Torres is gonna have to step up. I mean, he always scores.
That's the thing. Don't worry.
Bro,
Barcelona will be just fine without Robert Lewandowski in the first round.
Bro, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You always want to have that 40-goal merchant in Robert Lewandowski in the team. But hey, man, I feel like for the system that Hansi Flick plays, I think Ferran Torres is a perfect replacement.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, he goes in as a super sub, always scores. Another guy that's good that got on the scoreboard. Dani Olmo,
man.
You get to see him on. It looks like
he's bro. All I'm saying is, like, listen, I know Barcelona, we didn't have the money to do it. Took us a while to get him registered, but bro, for 50 million,
yeah,
I'll take that deal all day.
I mean, Mr. Iglesias on the right side, he got a
Borja Iglesias. I don't know why Borja Iglesias doesn't get called up for the Spanish team more, bro. He
goes out every single time too.
I've been watching him since he played for Real Betis, bro, and he's low key a sleeper striker. Like, and he low key has a little bit of pace. Like he's a bigger guy. I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". You know, kind of a little bit stocky, but bro, he has a little bit of pace.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, he did score his last goal at the 62nd minute, and then Dani Olmo got it on the scoreboard and scored 64. Bro. But then from there on, 64, 68, 90 plus 4. Or 90 plus 8 because they gave him fucking 8 minutes extra.
Well, because of VAR and people going down now, they're actually adding the time back that
which is crazy,
was wasted.
But that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, La Remontada was for Barcelona this week.
Yeah, man.
Great game for him.
We got to do biz, and you know what I'm saying. I like Hansi Flick as a coach, man. I expected a lot from him, you know, because he was really good at, you know, he's the guy who spanked us 8-1, 8-2 in the Champions League when Lewandowski was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or. So I'm not really surprised as to what Hansi Flick has this team doing. But we must go back to Real Madrid and Barcelona, El Clasico, doing numbers again.
Yes, sir. What do we got?
So obviously we know we have the Copa de España final coming up on is it the final? Copa de España final?
Yeah, Copa del Rey. No,
Copa del Rey coming up on Saturday. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's a league game because I think we already.
No, it's a cup.
Yeah, so the cup final is coming on Saturday, and right before that, right, we have a debate. Barcelona fans online are saying this is what they said. Watching Bellingham over those two legs just reminded me of how disrespectful it was from Real Madrid fans to compare him to Pedri. That guy is Scott McTominay with a low fade and a jawline. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a violation. But guys, let us know in the comments. When it comes to Pedri, I mean, we've talked about this. You know what I'm saying?
We've had this argument.
Pedri, like, this is the thing, the reason why I don't like comparing players. Pedri is like a whole, even though they're both, even when you look at them, both of their positions are going to say center mid.
Yes.
Obviously, Jude is a more attacking one, though. That's the problem. Jude is more of a center attacking mid. Pedri, when it comes to controlling the game, setting the tempo, us and the other team are going to play at what pace I want us to play. That's correct. Pedri.
I agree.
But when you're talking about late runs into the box, finishing, getting you 10 plus goals per season is Bellingham.
I agree. And
I'm confused.
You can't really.
Let us know in the comments. How do you compare these two players? Because I don't even think they're the same type of player.
I don't think so. I think when you, like you said before, I think you have Pedri being more of a center mid, right? Where he kind of really controls that midfield and stays there. You know, the ball has to go through him. Either it's forward, back, or distributing, no matter what. But then you have someone like Jude Bellingham. He's a chaser. He'll chase for the ball. He'll fight for the ball. He'll be out of position, but to be at the right position to move forward and to move backwards. So if you want a guy that works hard, and potentially is a little bit more off position than Pedri is Jude Bellingham. The guy is a tank.
I mean, I saw a stat the other day. Barcelona has played 23 games in the year 2025. And Pedri has won man of the match 15 times out of those 23 times.
Good ratio.
That's more than, I'm pretty sure that's more than 50%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 50% of 23 is 11.5. Yeah, bro. He's won at least man of the match over 50% of the time, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we haven't gotten there yet for Real Madrid, and the reason why, the positions, right? Real Madrid is really struggling and putting players in the position. Once we can get there, we can then start battling based on who can be better center mid.
And let me ask y'all a question as Real Madrid fans, because I know myself the quality that we have in Pedri, but I couldn't help but think of this question, right? And let me know in the comments what y'all think of this. Bellingham is obviously fantastic at what he does. Late runs into the box, getting you 10 plus goals a season. He's that guy.
Get down and dirty. He's a beast.
He's that guy. But, and I can ask you too, because you're a Real Madrid fan. Is Pedri the type of player that Real Madrid is missing? Somebody who can dictate the tempo of the game.
Yeah.
Something that Toni Kroos used to do. Mm-hmm. Is that the type of player that Real Madrid? Do you need a Pedri in your side?
In my opinion, yes, we are missing a Pedri. Again, going back to position-wise, right? We brought Jude Bellingham, but we now don't put him where we need him. We're using him more as a defensive center, defensive mid, really moving around and like trying to receive the ball and collect the ball. That's why it's very tough for Kylian Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo to stop coming in as a C9 or a center forward for Mbappe. Because no one's distributing. You had Toni Kroos picking up his hand on the left hand, and then Vinny would be like, "Gotcha."
Yeah, bro. Once Toni Kroos looks up, you just go.
Yeah, if he tells you,
he's gonna find you.
He'll find you. I've seen a couple of videos already of just him going like, "Hey, go," and you go and he hits you every single time. We do not have a distributor at this moment. We don't.
That's
Who is
true,
it? Is it
bro.
Camavinga? No. Is it
Camavinga
Valverde?
breaks up play.
Is it Valverde? No.
He chases people.
Jude Bellingham? Yes, but we're not putting him in the position that he needs to be in.
But here's the thing, though. Personally, even if you put Bellingham in that position, I don't think he could do the job.
That's different.
He's just not that type of player. And listen, this could be it too. Maybe, obviously we know that Barcelona, in comparison to Real Madrid, plays a whole different type of football.
Yeah.
Like, Real Madrid is more about go, counterattack. We got fast wingers. Put the ball down the line. Mbappe is up top. Vinicius is up top. Rodrigo's up top. We know you're going to cut it back to Bellingham, score.
Yes. That'll resolve.
With Barcelona, though, it's tiki-taka. 2-yard pass here, 2-yard pass there, draw the defense in, then we move out. So it's a whole different type of...
And you always go through
Pedri. And because it's more intricate. It's a more aesthetically pleasing type of football to watch when you're watching.
Again, it goes back to us being very messy right now. Very messy, right? You have the defense for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Who do they give the ball to in the front for that middle to then play forward, knowing that they're going to distribute? If Koundé gives the ball to Pedri, he knows he's going to get it. And play wide.
But to be fair, though, man, this is a crucial moment that happened in the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Bellingham played a beautiful through ball to Mbappe, and he smoked it. But
so we know he can do it. We know he can do it.
It is, you know what I'm saying? I have two questions for Real Madrid fans based on what we just talked about here. Do you guys are you missing a player in your team that's similar to Pedri? What Pedri does for Barcelona sets the tempo, something that Toni Kroos used to do.
Yes.
And also,
you know who I would like?
You know what I'm saying? How do you compare Pedri and Bellingham? Because, bro, for me, they're two different types of players. Like, one controls the tempo of the game. One gets on a score sheet, gets you 15 plus goals a season, 10 plus goals a season.
Yeah.
More of a shadow striker, more than a playmaker.
I think you guys are. We would love one of those guys. I think I'll go back to why I like these specific players. Right, like Vitinha, like a Pedri. These guys control the midfield very well.
Yeah, Vitinha's another one, man.
Like an Odegaard, right? Let Odegaard come back into Real Madrid and have him that distributing that vision. Oh, come on. Kylian Mbappe, all he has to do is stand there. He needs a guy that can feed him.
Hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, listen, man. And don't get me wrong. I hate Real Madrid. I'm a Barcelona fan. I hate y'all with the deepest in my heart. I hate y'all. But like at the same time, like
hate us. You have 15 too.
I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Bellingham is, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that Bellingham is not world class, but bro, when it comes to, dictating the game, you're gonna play at this tempo because I say you're gonna play at this tempo. That's Pedri.
We don't got that guy anymore.
But how do you compare the two midfielders? Let me know. I feel like personally, my opinion is you can't really compare two players that's like comparing a striker and a winger. That's like me comparing Vinicius versus Mbappe.
Yeah.
Or actually
Vinicius or Lewandowski.
Yeah, that's like me comparing, Vinicius has 28 goals and assists this season. Lewandowski has 45. Obviously.
Of course, because he's a striker.
He's literally in the middle of the goal and he's a striker and has a striker instinct. Vinicius is going to go past players to put the ball in the box. Then Lewandowski is making that run to put the ball in the back of the net. You know what I mean? So let us know what y'all think, but that's all we got for y'all today. I
think we got a great little episode there.
Yeah.
Like, put in the comments, who do you guys think we, on all these responses that we can get?
Yeah.
For Real Madrid, for the teams that won, for Alexander-Arnold.
And who's better, man? You know what I'm saying? Who's a better player? Who would you rather have in your team, Pedri or Bellingham? I don't even know how you compare the two.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think there's no comparison, but hey, because they're two different players. You know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm saying is, like, if you put Pedri in the role of Bellingham at Real Madrid, I think he would struggle because Pedri is not a goal-scoring midfielder. The same goes in the reverse. If you put Bellingham in Pedri's position at Barcelona, I don't think it would work because Bellingham is not a dictate the tempo kind of guy.
Correct.
But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Put in the comments.
Hey man, where can people find us?
Find us on Offside Combos on Instagram and TikTok. We're doing very, very well on those platforms. I appreciate the love there. And there's also one more. Yes, YouTube. YouTube
long form content.
We got it there on Offside Combos. You can find all the information on there as well. But at the end of the day,
go follow us. TikTok, Instagram, Offside. It's very simple. It's right behind us. All you gotta do is type in that Offside Combos.
There you go.
That way.
Offside Combos.
Listen, man.
Oh, subscribe, comment,
comment, follow us on all social media platforms. But yeah, that's all we got for y'all today.
Over and out. Peace.